Hey, this is Steve with Solutions for Power, and here with Warren Smith, the Director of Product Management, and we're here to talk today about nsSpace and nsSpace. So we're going to cover a couple of things on the product, and Warren, thanks for being here.
Sure.
All right, so tell me with the changes with the brand, what's going on with nsSpace? What's happening with the product? Is there changes, or what's the construct of the product?
The biggest thing that we did with the rebrand is really simplified our product line.
Great.
So before it was very hard to find things on the website. Domains were very easy to find, and everything tied to a domain was very easy to find. So private registration, forwarding was somewhat easy.
Yeah.
With a lot of the upsell process.
Yeah.
With the rebrand, we really simplified everything else that we sell, and space probably hosting being the most popular thing that we simplified.
Oh, okay. So with the difference between the products, with what you call them space, you have business space, what is the real defining difference? I mean, is it for personal websites versus a business layer security? What's really the differences?
Right. So before, we used to market hosting, and a lot of small businesses didn't understand what that was.
Okay.
Hosting, they always assumed, was something that a web professional would use, or a designer, or a developer. So we created a version of that called Space. So Space is nothing more than hosting for the novice small business.
Okay.
So Space is just what the name implies. It's space on a hosting area somewhere.
So with business space, what is the difference there? Is that for the businesses, or is it space is more of a basic package?
Space is probably the most affordable way you can get online. So
Okay.
for $7 a month, you get Space, and you get access to our website builder, and you also get a domain with that. So it's really, if you're just starting out, Space is really all you need, and it's probably one of the more affordable things now. And you just want to have a very simple website. Space is probably the most affordable thing you can get. Business Space, we actually provide, on top of that, we provide pre-written content for one of like 18 verticals, as well as applications that suit those verticals. So Business Space is a little more expensive. It's $13 a month.
Okay.
And you don't just get space. You get pre-written content as well as applications to suit retail, if you're a service-based business, if you're a plumber, if you're a lawyer, nonprofit, etc. Everything's there for you, so you can be up even faster than if you had to do it yourself in the Space package. Blogging is so prolific out there and so popular that it's included with all our packages. You can get a Space package, you get a blog. Business Space, you can get a blog. Very similar to that, it's an application, like you said. And so with Business Space, like for the restaurant, for instance, you can get built into your service is a content management and a contact management database. So in only a couple minutes, you can have the ability to collect leads and information, manage it as you would a small business.
So there's business tools on top of that. I mean, that usually doesn't come with a lot of other different kinds of packages out there. Where are things going? Is there anything you talk about like through the rest of the year where people can look forward to? They should be able to look out for.
Sure. Well, one of the things that we introduced with the rebrand is what we call a statement of work builder. A lot of businesses come. They know they need a domain name. They know they need space,
right,
but they don't know what to put on their site. And so we offer this thing called a SOW builder, statement of work builder, that takes them through about a dozen questions.
Okay. And
there's a whole bunch of pretty pictures there. Do you want your site to look like this? What do you want to do with your site? Do you want to market it? Do you not want to market it? Or are you just starting out? It's a series of 12 very easy to answer questions. And it creates what we call a statement of work. So you can take that statement of work and call us to help you with it. You'll know what you're talking about at that point because you filled this thing out.
Okay. But
you can also take it to your web professional cousin or uncle or whatever, and use it to point to and say, based on this questionnaire, I know that I need X, Y, and Z. So we made that very easy.
Okay. So you allow people to kind of set their design tastes. What I hear from you is that it enables you to have a very much more effective conversation when the person is not only, I guess you could say, a lead or just a product that they're interested in buying, but you can have a very much more rich conversation when it comes to like what they want to accomplish with the sites. You already know that ahead of time instead of having to ask the questions, and they might have the ums and the ahs on the phone. You already have them. They take the time and they kind of go through it, and that's
another thing that we launched with the rebrand in July is what we call the Transfer Me service. So if you already have a site, either it's just it's not all together, it's not finished, or what have you. If it's with somebody else,
Okay.
For $75, you can port it over to us. So our experts can, talk about it, work with you, add to it, fix it, what have you.
Lots of credits. I'm sorry. That's great. I mean, to be able to move a site over like that.
Yeah.
You could transfer everything, including like domain name.
That's right.
Everything.
Email,
everything over.
Domain, email, and the site itself we transfer over in only a couple minutes for $75.
Wow.
It's a tool we put a lot of effort into and improved upon.
Is that doing well? Is that doing well?
Yeah, a lot of people that know about it and go through the process. It works.
If people want to find more information about it, they're probably on the blog now. So where would they go, like within the site? I mean, where's Space and Business Space located? Is it?
Space and Business Space are both located under the Create a website. So if you go to the nav bar, all services, you can click on Space and Business Space. So a couple of the other things that are coming down the road are really what we're just calling kind of one-on-one consultations. So you can always call our salespeople and talk to them about what you need to get set up. Okay, so say you're set up already and you have some questions about applications like OpenTable, or you want to add a real estate MLS to something complicated that you don't know much about.
Yeah.
We're offering a service called Guide Me, probably. Name is still tentative. At the beginning of next year, where you can pay to have a true expert talk with you about taking your site to the next level, which is so interesting.
So that means like an expert, someone that understands the web or understands their industry as well?
Both. Both like the real estate vertical, for example, or the restaurant vertical. If you want to really take your site to the next level, you can have an expert at your beck and call to talk with.
Okay.
The other thing we're launching pretty soon is what we're calling an online marketing scorecard. So if you haven't even published your site yet, you want to know how effective it'll be to search engines and things, you can submit your unpublished site or even your already published site, and it'll give you a score. We don't know if we want to give you an A+ or a D. Yeah, we're probably going to work on something fancier than that. Wow. But it'll enable you to know how effective it'll be before you even do anything with it. And it'll actually give you a list of recommendations, down to the add this word to the meta tag kind of thing. Very tactical recommendations you can make to your site.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's very powerful. Everybody, you know where to go to create a website on the Network Solutions site. You've obviously found the blog. So if you haven't, or you found this on another way, go to blog.networksolutions.com for more information. We'll have a lot more product information in the future on this and other products. I'm Steve, and thank you, Warren, again for being here today, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot.